Good evening, welcome once again. Monday night, 90 minutes worth of enjoyment. Yes,
90. Can we do 9 minutes? Can we change it up a bit?
Yeah,
Don't go too high pitched right at the start. You get problems.
I can't go any higher. It's a bit like being like the Bee Gees, isn't it? You can only go so high.
We're not like the Bee Gees, no.
Yeah, the thought of us lot being like the Bee Gees is quite scary, Ted.
Yeah. I can't play guitar, nor can I sing in a high voice. But
We might be able to sing in a high voice, but only with specialist equipment like a couple of bricks or.
Well, good evening. Yeah, well, good evening, everybody. It's Monday night anyway. Yes. Yeah, we're here. I forgot because what happens is my brain can't do two things at once. So I look at the chat and read it, and then my head suddenly gets filled with the words on the chat. And the words that were in there originally don't fit anymore. They've just
Ladies and gentlemen, you've just witnessed a human being experiencing the blue screen of death.
Jamie Bone is in the chat. He says everyone seems quiet. If everybody seems equally quiet, then you need to turn the volume up a bit.
Yeah,
That's
that could be the way forward.
Yes, so here we are. Right, I'll reboot and then I'll come back and start again. Good evening.
Dear.
Welcome to eModels. Welcome. It's Monday night for fun and frolics and all the other things. And Foxx is back. So yeah, he's where's he at? There he is.
I was expecting Ted to play the Windows start-up music, but he didn't.
I thought there was something different this week.
Yeah. So this week, Colin, Chris, and I can take it easy while Foxx does all the talking.
All right, hang about.
No.
There you go.
No.
Yeah.
You know when Ted's woken up in the morning in the Ted households because you can hear doo-doo-doo-doo when he wakes up.
Do you think he'll do a better job at terms and conditions than we did last week, Ted?
I don't think he can do much
hard.
worse. I'll push the terms and
hard.
conditions button. There we go.
Yeah, how Foxx can turn terms and conditions? How he runs it out into like 10 minutes, and when we can compress it into 2 is another matter. But we'll see in a moment how he does that. Yeah,
We're all going to be paying attention today when he does it.
I shall get.
Forget it.
Yeah. While Foxx does the terms and conditions, I shall get some note paper and a pencil and take notes for next time. Yeah. On you go, Foxx. Over to you.
Me now. Sorry,
Over to you at the terms and conditions.
You switched to me and then just carried on talking. I'm like, hello. Yes, hello everyone. Welcome. It is Monday. It's Monday night show at eModels. It's your show. Don't be a spoon. There you go. Done.
Sorted.
Yeah.
That's kind of left us all sitting here now going, yeah, that didn't work, did it?
Yeah. No, as always, I'll go through it as normal. As always, it's your show. We are here for you to have a good time. If you're watching this, you want to come and join the live chat. There is a live chat. You can't see it on screen, but it's there. We've all got the live chat in front of us. Do come and join the live chat. Ask us questions, interact with us. We'll be doing things later on. You need to be in the chat anyway, but do come and join in. If you're watching embedded in Facebook or Twitter or somewhere else, just click on the YouTube icon that's in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and that'll take you to the YouTubes where you can join in the live chat. And you should do. If you are in live chat and you want to get our attention, we're all really old and we've all got tiny iPads with the chat on. So apart from Ted, who's
apart from me, who's just found a way that I can enlarge the typing on the screen.
Yeah, so Ted's been able to enlarge his chat, but now he's got 1 word per line. So if you do him a long comment, he's got to scroll for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So and don't forget, of course, Festa's got the chat, but it's just horizontal 1 line.
There's just a scrolling ticker. I'm like,
And Dave said the word is... He's had to stop making Formula 1 noises. Yeah. But yeah, so if you're in the chat, do join in. If you want to catch our attention, please do. Please put your comment in big fat capital letters.
Bold.
He was almost awake then. Put your comment in big fat capital letters so we have a chance to see it. Or if you want to, you can do a super chat, which is the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. Just click on that and you can do a super chat. That puts your comment in a coloured box and we can't possibly miss your comment then. Now, it is, of course, a stream for emodels.co.uk, so please don't discuss other retailers in the chat and keep it family friendly or we'll have to kick you into next week. So don't do that. But other than that, let's have a good time. Go. I like that. I like that a lot. Ted. Do it again.
professional thing.
You've got to say go.
And the winner is go. Oh, I cut out a little bit. Hang on, I've got a better one for you, Ted. Oh, a bit too slow, but almost. It's like a spittoon.
Yeah, well, we'll have fun with that during the evening, no doubt.
Oh, we will.
Yes, but now, yeah, what else do we do now? Yeah, we're throwing it because we were all in disarray from last week. We really did miss you, Fox. But now it's time to go over to, oh, he's up there now.
This bloke.
That bloke. Yes, there he is.
No, it's that side.
Yeah, this is the bit of the show where I destroy the English language, folks.
Yeah, yes. So now I go over for Death of the Week.
Yeah. We'll do a Festus factoid first. On this very day, it's March the 1st, isn't it?
I think you should
Yeah.
do a
It is,
ping
yeah.
between facts, Ted. We should have a ping between facts.
Yeah, fact. There you go. God, that's pretty good, there, isn't it?
Fact number one, please.
On this day in 1970 even, direct dial transatlantic telephone service was opened to the public for calls between the US and Britain by the collaboration of AT&T and the British Post Office.
The collaborate.
Oh.
I like that.
Ted's got a big hammer now. He's going to break whatever it is he's dinging.
His microphone. His microphone will go off in a minute.
The former rate was reduced by 1/3. The new service was the first major intercontinental dial-in system. Intelsat 3 satellites handed 1,200 telephone circuits per satellite.
Intercontinental pants.
Yeah, I bet the number your phone was still engaged as well.
Absolutely.
Get ready, Ted.
Get ready, Teff. We're going over now. Teff? Who's Teff? Ted, even 3 letters, Cole. You still got that wrong.
Wasn't Teff a speaking or talking mongoose? That was Geff. That was talking mongoose.
Yeah. Over now for a birth of the week, Ted.
Oh,
That was good. We like that.
Pretty
it's a
good,
much-
isn't it? I like that.
It's a much deeper tone, isn't it?
Well, you're not actually got the microphone in the thing you're hitting, are you?
No.
I was going to say because you might actually kill the microphone.
That's good. On this day in 1928, a bloke called Seymour Papert was born, and he was an American computer scientist who invented the Logo computer programming language, an educational computer programming language for kids. There you go. See, who else was born? Sir Isaac Schoenberg was a Russian-British electrical engineer and inventor of the first high-definition TV systems, as used by the BBC for the world's first public high-def broadcast from London in 1936. High-def in 36.
Shouldn't that should be iDef of the week, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder, does it say what they're classing as high def though? Because high def is 1080p onwards.
He had installed the first radio stations in Russia, but yeah. No, it don't.
Yeah, it's
That's
all radio. iDef radio.
A technical standard of 405 scanning lines and 25 pictures a second.
So okay, it's not high def by our standards, but it's
No, it just says iDef on there. I think they're pulling our Anyway, let's go over and do some defs, shall we, folks?
Can you do some Gregorian chant as well, Ted?
Yeah.
He's next on stage, lad. He's a good lad. Give him a round of applause.
To start off, folks, I thought we'd go for a nice, easy one. This is an English inventor and industrialist
He'll get the name wrong.
who manufactured the JCB construction machine with hydraulically operated shovel, and his name was Joseph Cyril Bamford. Yeah.
JCB.
And he died on this
JCB.
day in 2001 at the age of 84. Yeah.
How did they
2
bury him?
minutes.
Did they use a JCB to bury him?
I was going to say it took him 2 minutes to dig him and bury him.
Yeah, it's of that. Yeah, well, I don't know what that was. On this day,
It's a dead one of them.
It's like the other one of them, but the other way around.
This bloke who died in 1991 at the age of 81 was called Edwin Herbert Land with an H, and he was an
Lad with an
American.
H.
Yeah, Land. He was an American inventor and physicist who founded the Polaroid gun. This one-step process for developing and printing photographs. I was doing so well.
I love the way it starts off with a little bit and then just snowballs into you corpsing.
He did much better than this last week, Fox. It's all your
Oh
fault.
yeah, it's your fault.
It always starts with a little Granville.
Oh God, we got. I'm going for this one, the last one, folks. I think.
Here one.
We got a geezer. He's a Polish-born American scientist and philosopher, and his name was Alfred with an A. Called I don't know what today. Korzybicki. There you go.
What was a biggie? Ski.
Korzybicki.
Corey's a biggie.
I don't know why I didn't read it. It's the way your lips are kind of going.
It's because I'm trying to shape the words and keep
You're trying to rehearse the mouth movements, aren't you?
Is it like at school when you've got the A and E together? And,
Oh yeah, he's called Korzybicki. That bloke. It's spelled Korzybski. Korzybicki.
Someone's
nicked all your vowels from that.
And,
we offer sincere apology to anyone in Poland right now.
The thing about it was he developed a system of linguistic philosophy.
What kind of pasta?
He had to develop a language so people could read his name.
Linguistic. Oh, that's like penguin.
He did. And on that note, have we got any more? Oh yeah, the last one, folks. This was a Dutch physical chemist who was the first winner of the Nobel Prize for Chemistry in 1901 in recognition of the extraordinary service he rendered by the discovery of laws of chemical dynamics and osmotic
Dynamics. Dynamics.
His name was Jacobus Henricus Van Off with 2 H's.
What was his name?
Yeah, this is what you come to the eModels show for.
Oh, what was his name again? I missed that.
I'm just trying to work out whether there was actually a name in there.
I don't know.
Oh God, I really coughed up a lung. So there you go, folks. Hopefully we treated that with the respect and dignity that you've come to expect.
I'm slightly broken now.
That was the memoriam to people with bad names.
I was doing so well.
When was that?
Could you imagine me doing his eulogy?
Death of the week.
Dear.
It's always a laugh.
Oh, mate. Oh, I was right till I saw you go.
Back in the
I thought it
room.
started quite well and it just went downhill from there.
Scale modelling chaos says 1 week Colin's going to corpse so badly it'll take up the whole show.
Yeah.
I just thought, no, I'm going to be good this week. He's not going to distract me. I'm going to let him. Yeah.
And then there I was.
Henry Leonard said, Colin the vowel nicker.
With an H.
Oh, God. Sounds so professional when I run it from here.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Right, everybody, we've carried out our part of the bargain. Now it's over to you to carry on with the conversation in chat. Tell us what you had for your breakfast. Tell us what you had for your tea. Tell us what's been in order. Tell us what you've got coming in the post, what you've ordered off Amazon, what you've ordered off eBay, anything. Yes, but it's over to you now to keep us going with the chat. Doing any reminiscing. What's Colin doing now?
When we say about ordering off Amazon and eBay, we of course mean from eModels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
If it's not model related, you might have bought some.
But yeah, if you bought like eider down or cushions or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, just something to keep the Amazon drivers keep them busy. But yeah, if it's not a model and you bought it off Amazon, you can tell us then.
Yeah, if it is a model you bought it off Amazon, shame.
Yes, unless it's the Amazon account from eModels, because they do sell on Amazon.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
acceptable. This is indeed acceptable.
Yeah. So good. Yes. So what's everybody been doing this week? Well, I've been getting on with this. As you can see, it's a Titanic. Yeah, I'm doing bits of filming and things for that. And it all lights up. I don't know if you can see it, but can you see the lights down here?
I'd say turn your lights off so we can see it, but you might kill your microphone or something.
Oh dear.
I could turn the lights down a little bit, I guess. So,
And entire stream falls over.
yeah. So there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, we can see something happening.
It took me a while to realise that it was the boat, so I'm useless, you know.
I think you've missed one of them portholes there, though, Ted. I can see there's one not lighting up properly.
Yeah, I think there is. I think I did drill it out. It's just somebody's looking out of it and blocking the light.
That might be it then. You're right. Yep.
Hey, Colin, I'll tell you what. The first thing you need to do when you can leave the house is the opticians.
Oh mate, I've got to get rid of these, mate. I can't see nothing.
Don't they do home visits for eye tests and glasses and stuff?
I don't know. I've got to try my other ones on actually, see if they're any better. Because either that or it'll be the flip up goggles of goodness. But
Yeah, you
they're identically.
Don't poke yourself in the eyes with them, though. That makes it
Well,
worse.
it's hard to see the arms on his glasses when he's not got his glasses on.
I think you'd go quite a way with some of those steampunk welders goggles.
They're very focal. What you mean, them ones?
Yeah, that's it. You could get some prescription lenses put in there and wear them.
Colin, what if you wear both pairs but have one pair the other way around at the same time?
I've done it before when I've been at the bench. You can put them on over like that, and it's mint. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll go with that. How's that?
We'll call you Professor Brainstorm.
Well, have you seen that guy on the TV show that repair where they do them repairs in the shop? The repair shop or something.
Yeah.
That show about the shop that repairs things. I can't remember what it's called.
It's actually made a nice difference because I can read the chat now.
Oh dear.
Well, that watchmaker on that show, he wears two pairs of glasses on his head, doesn't he? So
yeah, I've done this quite a few times, but whenever I'm doing anything, I have the flip up ones on. But yeah, I really must go because I'm going to go back to two pairs because
what you want to do is try the flip up ones on them now. So you
so you got three sets.
No, his head's gonna fall off.
I can see molecules.
Can't see a thing now, can you?
But Colin, wait.
Down through that bit, funnily enough, but it's not great.
How about if I?
So then I've got my yellow ones as well.
If you're looking for your glasses, Fox, you're wearing them.
What if I put my flippy flops on? Does it help your vision at all? If I put mine on?
Nah.
What if I put my other glasses on? Should we always wear loads of pairs of glasses? If I put my bottle bottoms on as well, hang on.
See, the thing is, you're going to come into this stream and I'm going to be sat there one night in the Optivisor with the 5 times lenses and going.
Wow, you're all enormous and horribly out of focus. And I can't see anything.
That's not scary for viewers at all. That's fine.
Yeah.
See, they're all been giggling, but don't forget, we are blokes of a certain age, and this will happen to you.
We do apologise to those people of a nervous disposition.
It does worry me. Mayhem's in the chat. He says, "Hey, Drum and Dad and everyone else. I'm not being rude. I'm slightly woozy. I picked up some sort of blurg from somewhere, and he's glaring at Fox about it because obviously Fox wasn't here last week, but
nothing to do
he's
with
being
me.
Blamed for the lurgies now.
Oh,
ain't nothing to do with me. That ain't nah.
Big boy didn't run away.
Yeah.
Tim Young says, as an optician, this sequence is terrifying him.
It doesn't surprise me in the slightest. Yeah.
Wrong. Very focal glasses are all right, but where my monitors are to read anything, I have to sit like that. And it's not great. No one wants to look up my bugle, do they? So I'm going to go back to having one for the monitors and one for
I do find, because I got very focal. These are the first very focals I've ever had. Ted's turned into like something out of Warhammer 40k. Ted's clearly a servitor skull. He's a servo skull.
Not at all worrying. Anyway, Stefan Last says, Belly, Marmite toast, Bench Zvezda 144 Junkers JU87B2 Stuka. Just waiting for some paints to arrive.
Oh, happy days.
Tim Young says, Belly, salmon with green bean and mushroom casserole and mash, followed by a hot cross bun. Bench finishing up several projects, including a pair of Russian Su-34s and an Iraqi APC vignette. How are you going to mix in an Su-34? And never mind.
Just above it.
Yeah, probably.
Scale modelling chaos. Belly, meat feast pizza and steak sarnie and a brownie sundae for dessert. That sounds like a good meal.
Wait, hang on. Is that a sandwich with pizza and steak in it, or is it a pizza?
No, it's a meat feast pizza and a steak sarnie and a brownie sundae.
That's less impressive. That's less impressive than all in one
bench
sandwich.
ordered. Nothing on the bench yet, but I've got a couple of Mengtoon models on order for the first videos for my channel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there we go. Back to Tim Young. It says, Colin, ask for occupational lenses, varifocals set for monitor and close-up use. That's
what? Origami, me what?
Yeah, Tim Young, as an optician, says, ask.
Did I mishear that?
Occupational lenses.
Oh, occupational lenses, yeah.
Yeah, the varifocals set for monitor and close-up work.
Oh, right, because my monitor's literally dead on arm's length from me, so...
It's either that or they give you some platform.
Yeah, it's probably just the way they rearrange the varifocals. I don't know, Tim will tell us.
I mean, I'm willing to try anything because I'm like, it's my second pair and I've had the same problem both times.
Yeah, I mean, varifocals... Varifocals always used to be for reading things, didn't it? So it was always just that bottom bit. So when you're looking, they're reading things. But people don't read stuff anymore. You read monitors and stuff. So it makes sense that they've had to arrange things differently.
There and then an area, so you've got different.
The frustrating thing for me was I got these, and these were my first ever varifocals because I've just had standard lenses, and I was like, okay, I can deal with that. That's great. Because now I can sit. Well, they kind of got me a bit wrong, but I thought now I can drive and I can do work. And then we had the lockdown. I've not driven my car in a year and a half, so I'm constantly now. I don't need varifocals to look at my computer screen, but when I'm like editing a photograph or something, the bit where I'm looking straight ahead is not quite in focus. So I'm constantly like this, trying to. Is this photograph?
What I'm doing during the shows. I'm looking for an area to see through that I can read, and it's just out.
But it's the number of times I post up a photograph and somebody said it's out of focus. I'm like, oh, God. Because I can't tell. So I need to not have varifocals next time.
Yeah. So Tim Young's asking if he can claim overtime from this. Well, he can't claim overtime, but he's going to get 4 new friend likes, so we can ask him questions.
Yeah, it's just one of those, mate. You're like, it's so frustrating. I mean, when I started wearing glasses, you could get one pair of glasses that did everything. And being that Tim's in, is it? As we're getting older, the muscles in the eyes ain't as thing, and we struggle focusing quick enough because glasses used to do everything, didn't they? You used to have one pair of glasses, and you could read, drive, what you like. Whereas
you might have had one pair of glasses, but it's always been that people would have a couple of pairs of glasses, isn't it? When because people would have their reading glasses that they'd have to put on for reading.
Oh right, yeah.
So I think it's an age thing. Being somebody who has obviously perfect eyesight, no need for any glasses or corrective contact lenses of any type.
No, of course you haven't, Chris.
But I've got these, and these are them these are them reactor light things. I'm never going to have them again.
Oh really? See, my next pair I might do because I normally take the yellow clip-ons when I go out and about.
No, I never get them again. They're not even that dark when you go out. When you come back in, you can't see anything because it takes ages to sort of come back.
To clear, so you're like thunk straight into the door frame.
Yeah,
no, Ted just does that anyway.
Oh, Tim Young's got a word for you, Colin. You'll have to read that one out.
Presbyopia. Is that it?
That looks like it. Yeah.
Crystalline lens in the eye loses its flexibility to focus with age. There you go, mate.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Right, back to Belly and Bench.
Yeah.
Graham M. It says Belly, Moroccan chicken and couscous. Ooh, really nice, actually. Bench, practicing with these newfangled pigments. They're really nice too. Yeah, pigments are fun. Just, if you're going to use pigments, put down all the newspaper in the world, because if you get them in your clothes, the table, the carpet, the cat, your wife, the kids, anything, it will not come out.
Yeah.
When you put them on a model, they'll come off unless you fix them. But when you get them on the kitchen table, it's there forever.
Yeah.
Trust me on that.
And pigments kill cutting mats.
Yes, I had to replace my cutting mat because
it's dead.
Killer Chief says you can get prescription windscreens. What?
Yeah, bifocal windscreen would be good, wouldn't it?
I can hear the shouty fox outside in our back garden.
Ooh.
But you're in here.
It's that time of
Yeah, we normally have to put up with him on a Monday, don't we, the shouty fox?
Yes, I should say shouty vixen, really.
It's all right. He'll fall out in a minute, and we'll have to go on without him. It'll be fine.
Just ignore him again for 10 minutes, can't we?
Yeah. Edward Ellis says, belly enchilada salsa verde. Bench, nothing right now because I finished the Rossi bike.
Damn, he's finished the Rossi bike. Oh.
Yeah, but is it the giant one or the Tamiya one or the?
I think it's the giant one he's been doing and all, because I'm waiting on mine to come from Italy. I've had some of it released from customs, but
Has anybody else finished a model this week? Edward Leonard could have a for finishing a model.
There you go. Good luck. I finished one before I was ill. Yay!
yeah, thing of goodness, mate.
In 1972.
Oh, that.
Stew pot is our belly, roast beef and all the trimmings, Yorkshire roast tatties. Bench is a Red Arrows Alt rebuild with an H.
With an H.
In case you thought it was Warhammer, was part built with thick glue using the testing. All I have learned off you lot. Ha ha ha.
Yes, that's the thing. Now you have to. If you ever say the word hawk, you have to clarify if it's hawk or orc.
Well, I got Mike with it earlier when we was doing our stream because I've got a bottle of Citadel Alt Turquoise, and he went Alt Turquoise. I said, yeah, Alt Turquoise.
What is
It's
hawk?
all-
What is hawk turquoise? I don't recognise this colour. Is it?
Michael Jackman had some KFC.
Never come across that before. Must be a new one.
I just got confused when you said it was the Red Arrows with an H. I thought, what's the Red Arrows?
They're from Ara.
From the Red Arrows.
Yeah, it could be the red arrows.
Yeah.
Steve131 says, Belly, the wife wanted roast chicken again, so we had roast chicken again. Bench, Tamiya Stug 3. Little stub, well, not little stubby tank, but big stubby tank.
That was a bit, yeah, go on.
So I was just going to say, Michael Jackman, Belly, 2 packets of KFC crisps. What?
Yeah, you can get KFC flavoured crisps now.
Where? What?
They've got an offer, yeah. And if you buy a packet of KFC crisps now, you get a 2-for-1 offer at KFC.
Yeah.
Really? Well, he's had 2 packets of KFC crisps and 2 berry flavoured hot cross buns. And more hot cross buns. I need some hot cross buns in my life. Bench is the Golden Hind. Rigging and sails complete. Only flags and anchors to go.
Oh. So not quite finished, so it doesn't have a ding.
Phil Lewis says, Belly gyoza followed by rice with leftover chicken and sticky rice with miso soup. Oh, miso soup. Bench, not a lot. Good. We don't really care
lot of
about
good
the bench
food
bit.
tonight. A lot of good food tonight.
Where are we to?
Dave Jones.
Chat just jumped.
Belly pepperoni stuffed crust pizza. On the bench, he's working on converting the Tamiya 1/14 scale RC 6x4 Mercedes tipper truck to an 8x4 tipper.
Dave Colbold asked a question. He says, how do photographers cope with cameras when their eyes on 2020? I think on proper cameras, the actual focus tool is it does something. You can see it.
Tim Young does answer that. He says most SLRs have a diopter adjustment dial for non-epimetric users.
Excellent. That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's the one, mate.
Yeah. My camera used to on the viewfinder. You could adjust the viewfinder till it was. You could focus your camera, and then you could adjust the viewfinder so then you knew the two were in focus.
But I think on my dad's old SLR, when you focused it, there was like a little bit in the middle. I don't really remember too much, but it visually changed when it was in focus on whatever it was pointed at. So even if you were looking at the viewfinder out of focus, you would know just by the way.
Yeah, you've got the circle with the lines through it that go off of alignment and.
Yeah, so it's like, there you go. So it's like whatever you pointed at is now in focus, more or less.
All them times you said Ted was out of focus, he was actually in focus. It was your glasses. Yeah.
It was his viewfinder that was off.
Well, you can have Ted's chair can be in focus. Ted's chair's often in focus, but he isn't because that's just the way Ted is.
I'm just soft around the edges, furry, like a little duck.
Softly lit, Ted. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's because he's covered in Vaseline.
It all stems back.
Now that
Ready for my
conjures
close-up
up
now?
the whole kind of image, doesn't
It
it?
all stems back to when Ted was undercover because he was heavily pixelated. But it takes years for that to fade away,
Yeah.
and he's only just getting rid of it now. He's only slightly out of focus now. Eventually,
It took years for that black band across the
Yeah.
eye to disappear.
His local eye street holding up a bit of perspex that's pixelated in front of his face, doesn't he?
yeah. But Ted was a special case because he has a black band across his eyes and a black band across his top lip. 2 separate ones, just in case.
Yeah, but that black band's gone grey now.
Mayhem Modelworks says, Belly, minted lamb steaks with roasted potatoes for what I could eat of it. Bench, you don't need to see the bench. Colin, anti-disestablishmentarianism. Oh, I see you're supposed to say that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you read that out. 'Cause I did see it.
Anti-disestablishment and renitarianism.
It's the one that Foxx just said, anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Mayhem.
It's a belief in the ability of the government to do things, apparently.
Oh right.
No,
Dang.
I thought it was a belief against disestablishmentarianism.
No, that's pseudo anti-disestablishmentarianism. That's different.
Ted, just knock, mate.
Well, you could be pro anti-disestablishmentarianism.
William Rayborn says we'll be some homemade banana pudding. Bench is RC Racing Buggy 2. Racing Buggy 2 has the Gustav. Right, I'll read that again.
Punctuation, people.
Yeah,
The punctuation's correct, I think.
It is punctuated correctly, just my reading.
Oh, is it just reading? Okay, in that case, take it back.
It's commonly known as the Fester effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know
we'll
when
have
you've
some
infested.
homemade banana pudding. Bench 1, my RC racing buggy. 2, the Gustav Karl. 3, as RC bodies to paint.
What is banana pudding?
Banana.
Sorry?
Pudding with bananas in.
Well, duh. I mean, that face.
It's when for pudding you have banana. That's
I mean, it's like, it's like if I said, "What's a bread pudding?" It's not just bread pudding, is it? So, what? Is it like a cake or is it like a meringue?
Oh,
It's
don't
like,
don't start on this.
It's like a loaf, isn't it? Banana pudding.
Is it?
That'd be banana bread.
Oh, yeah, it'd been a banana bread.
Of course it would. Yeah, banana bread, Chris, wouldn't it? Oh, God, it's going so wrong, isn't it?
Answers in the question, folks. Answers in the question.
Next week we'll be able to download the recipe for banana pudding from the eModels website.
Famous lines from Fester. What kind of dog's your poodle?
How much is this £20 kit?
Talking about dogs, Donald McKenzie says, Belly, hot dog, with everything on it.
I see what you did there.
From the galley on a submarine. Bench Moonraker shuttle. Cool.
Oh, nice.
Did you just say Moon Ranger shuttle?
Moonraker.
Moon Raker. I think it's Moon Ranger.
No,
I was about to
Moonraker.
laugh at you.
Graham
change
M's
there,
on about pigments. He said he learnt the hard way. One pair of jeans turned to rust.
Why is everyone on about hot cross buns? Is it that time of year or something?
I think it must be the first day that hot cross buns. Everyone's having hot cross buns, aren't they? So, yeah.
Hey, it's built up the Easter, mate, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, today being the 1st of March. It is the 1st of March, isn't it?
Oh,
Yes, it
yeah.
is. Yeah, it's the first day of spring, apparently. So,
Oh, no, clocks go forward soon, don't they?
yeah, lots of little
Graham
funny.
McRobert asks, how is the
End of
telly
month, yeah.
quicker than the laptop? Because your laptop's running a browser, whereas the telly's probably not running a complicated browser before you see it. So. Dave Colbold says, I watched The Plank the other day. What's up with the policeman taking a checkered armband on and off?
Yes, that was in many moons ago when I first joined the police.
In the 17th century?
Yeah, a policeman always had to wear his uniform, whether it being on or off duty. So he couldn't be accused of spying. So he couldn't be accused of spying on the public when he was out and about doing his normal day's work. So he had to wear his uniform, and put the armband on and off was his designation of whether he was on or off duty.
Wait, so if he just wants to go down to the corner shop and then go to the pub for a Swift, he has to go into full uniform? He had to.
Yeah,
No, he has to put an armband on.
Yeah, if he was on duty, that's what they called him. The checkered band on the wrap was actually called a duty band.
Yeah.
What if he was heading out for a secret assignation?
He didn't have to put the armband on.
That's why people started saying, wouldn't it? Oh, he's a policeman, they're never off duty. Because historically, that's what they have.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So when you see some old films, you might see a policeman digging his garden, and maybe somebody will come up to him and he'd put his jacket on, and he'd be on duty. So that would be it. So was
it an urban myth, Ted, about traffic police, where if they pulled you over but didn't have their hat on, there was a thing where they was off duty or on duty, or they couldn't do anything to you?
No, it's just an urban myth. Yeah, it's just an urban myth. There's lots of rumours and things, but that was. It goes back to the days of John Peel and things like that, where I circulated on our chat a few days ago a little recruiting poster where it said that the policeman joining the peeler, becoming a peeler, you had to actually keep your lunch underneath your top hat because there weren't any lunch breaks.
Tim Young says, if anti-disestablishmentarianism, those who oppose the separation of church and state, is the longest word in the English language, the longest with no repeated letters is uncopyrightable.
Right.
I knew it was something to do with the state. Yeah. William Rayborn's telling Foxx that it's vanilla wafers with vanilla pudding and bananas, with whipped cream, and he's going to put a picture in the boom hut.
Excellent. What's a vanilla pudding?
Edward says banana pudding is vanilla pudding with a banana in it. It's vanilla wafers and vanilla.
Okay, what's a vanilla pudding?
It's like a sponge made out of vanilla,
but without bananas.
It's like saying, what's an X? It's a Y, but a different colour. Okay, well, what's a Y then?
You're being pedantic.
I'm not. I don't know what these things are. I've only recently, it's only in the last 2 or 3 years I've rediscovered bananas from being a small child, because up to about the age of 5, I loved bananas. Then I hated them till about 3 years ago when I suddenly realised they were really nice. So I've got like 30 years of banana activities gone. I didn't know about.
Don't say banana activities, please. Just no.
Scale modelling.
Oh, go on.
Sorry, I was just saying where we was up to, mate.
Go for it.
Bench re-eating a pizza for breakfast.
Good
with
girl.
An H, not eating and re-eating. Bench is a 700 scale US limits. He's struggling with the PE tower and radar. Cheers, guys. There you go.
Yeah.
Reggie Modeler says, Orcs, we know this. That's what he's working on. Balrog of Morgoth and Asasarakarak. He says Asarak. How can it be Asarak? How can it be pronounced Asarak when it's spelled Asarerak?
Asarak.
It's spelled Asarerak, but it's pronounced Asarak. It's got an extra ER. Or are you just spelling it
because words
wrong?
are never pronounced not like they're said, are they?
No, but you don't actually add an extra.
Yeah, I can vouch for that, Chris.
Belly is sausages.
Sausages. Chaos has got one that Colin could probably read out.
Agilal pops. 8 letters long is the longest word whose letters are arranged in alphabetical order. There you go.
If I remember rightly, the longest word, I thought the longest word in the English language, or longest word, was the name of a specific tobacco virus.
I don't think names count.
Characters long.
Names are different, aren't they? They're not words, they're names.
Is that the longest name? Is it in alphabetical order, though?
That one is. No.
Do you know the longest sentence that you can write with one single word?
I know the word. I don't know how many times it features.
Let me just check, because I've got to remind myself now.
And I don't quite understand how it works as a sentence either, because I know it's 3 different or 4 different meanings of the same word, but yeah.
Let's have a look.
While Fox is doing that...
The sentence is, buffalo, 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 buffalo. Which is actually a complete grammatically correct sentence, because buffalo is both a noun, a proper noun, and a verb.
So what does it mean?
It means buffalo, well, it's capitalised buffalo, buffalo, capitalised buffalo, 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 capitalised buffalo, buffalo. It probably does say how it explains it, but
it's something about Buffalo and the town of Buffalo, and buffaloing is a thing that they do. But
yeah. I just like the word buffalo.
You would.
I've never guessed.
Do you know? Do you know what you call a beef steer that's been bred with a buffalo to get extra beef?
Beefalo.
It's actually called a beefalo. It's a real thing. You can breed buffalo and beef cattle to get massive beef cattle.
There you go. I think that's worthy of a dong, Ted, don't you, mate?
Yeah, give us a dong, dude. Ted? Ted, give us a bing.
Sorry, I missed it. I was
There you go.
There we go. A little late, but yeah. Well, if you go into the editing suite, you can cut that bit out and it goes straight into the thing.
Seamless. It'll be seamless.
Integrated and all of
that. Because languages, says Mayhem.
Sounds about right.
William Rayborn said he'd be making apple pie tomorrow.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. 10 points to anyone that can tell me who said that.
You just said that.
No, I mean who that quote is from. There's the last comment from Anders Ericsson for you, Colin.
Wait a minute. Do we know it's not rude first?
Yeah, it's not rude, is it? In case it's
no. Yeah. Well, it ends in medal, so it's probably not.
Flagstang Schnops Bollering Medal.
That's probably quite good, actually.
Is that right? Well, I say, is it right?
Flagstang
I can't even get my name right. I didn't get Ted right earlier.
I wouldn't like to guess what it means.
Jim Young explains your buffalo thing, mate.
He says, bison from Buffalo, the place, whom Buffalo confused bison from Buffalo.
I'm still on the line.
Still confused.
Have you ever seen a buffalo, Fox? Says Steve131.
I've seen a house fly, but I've never seen a buffalo fox.
Seen a rubber band.
Mayhem gets 10 points. Dave Cardboard gets 10 points for the quote being from Carl Sagan.
I would have guessed at Sagan, but yeah, would have been a complete guess.
And now you
Not
can
rude
hear
at all, says Anders. What does it mean then, Anders? You have to tell us what it actually means. What does it translate to?
Yeah, and he says it was close enough. There you go, mate.
I will translate soon. It's obviously a very long translation. Probably involves some kind of Nordic saga, I would suspect.
Well, it starts off with flag, so I'm assuming it's something to do with a flag.
Flagstang Knopspol. Start again. Flagstangs Knopspolingsmedel.
Flagstang Knoppish.
Ted just makes it up.
See, it makes me look so good, this, folks, when you see the face struggling for a change, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I should have been from there, mate, instead of here. I'd feel right, fit in well.
Close enough, says Anders. Yeah, sounds about right.
We're up to.
We're down at the bottom. We finished now.
Yeah,
That's it.
down the bottom. Yeah, well, translate a flagpole knob polishing compound.
Wait, there's actually a polishing compound for flagpole knobs. That's quite a specific product. Does that mean you can't use it on any other? Never mind, moving on.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't want your flagpole knob to be dull and boring. You have to make it shiny.
Carry on with you.
Just hit the bell, Ted. Just hit the bell. Quick transition.
Ding the bell.
Moving on.
I think you should use that as a quick ding. Moving on to the next thing. And the next word.
Folks,
ding.
And don't forget, folks, it is Chris's what's in store this week, so you might have to get your brains back in order.
No, well,
it's like ask the family. And the next word. Bing. Yes.
No repetitions, hesitations, or duplications.
Yeah, you can get.
No, I didn't like that last one. That last one was.
I'm just waiting for when he does that and smashes the ball by mistake.
See, I still think Ted should come in one week and be playing a washboard with all the frying pans on it and all of that going. Oh, it'd be mint, wouldn't it?
We can have our own skiffle group on here.
I've got my little thumb piano that Mama Fox got me. I can play about 4 notes.
Exactly. You know.
Yeah. Chris could get
I can play the spoons.
I can be
like
the
old
that.
spoons, giving it a bit of the old knees up and all of that.
If one of you can do the impression of that bloke that used to do all the world music stuff on like BBC Radio 4 or whatever it was, and I can be like, and next up is Ngele Bambino and his Blue River Bandits.
One of those old art things for the old.
I've got one of them. I could never play that. It's an instrument with one single purpose and one use, and I couldn't play it.
Yeah. The Yosh used to play it in the Everglades, didn't he? Don, don, don.
Yeah.
That bill is so annoying. Sarah keeps thinking it's Last Orders.
Yeah, it's not last orders yet. You've got a while to go yet. Donald
Donald
McKenzie
McKenzie.
says,
Oh, go on.
Colin, a births-ish. The original Starbuck is 76 today. Dirk Benedict.
Oh, really? Dirk Benedict.
Faceman and Starbuck.
If ever you wanted to feel old, realise that Dirk Benedict is now 76.
Of course, got another one. Got another death, haven't we?
Have we?
Have we? Hang on, Ted. Get ready with the bong.
With a bong I had almost forgotten. Mike Baldwin died yesterday, Fox.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
From, Coronation Street, which is a thing up where you are, isn't it? And
I think,
all of
yes,
that.
he did. He passed away.
Sadly died and departed this earth. So, yeah, rest in peace, mate.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Was that an actual sad but death?
That was, yeah. I mean, yeah, you just think people are going to live forever, don't you? But...
Yeah. I know they don't.
So, hang on. Dirk Benedict, Starbuck.
Yeah.
Is that the coffee shop?
Battlestar Galactica, Ted.
So, no.
In the A-Team as well, Ted. You know the A-Team.
He was in the 18. He played Faceman, the good-looking one, the Cylon. Go on.
I've never seen Battlestar Galactica.
Well, I thought you were going to say you've never seen the A-Team. I was going to have to reach over and slap you.
That'd be another death of the
No, I've
week,
seen
wouldn't it?
some A-Team, but no, I've never seen that. I can remember Buck Rogers with Twiggy. All of that.
No, that was Uncle Aspidistra.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like DS9 that you've seen many episodes of, is it? Have you still
5
not got
episodes.
past episode 5 yet?
No,
You absolute chud monkey, what are you doing?
Useless, mate. I'm about as much use as handbrake on a canoe, mate.
Chocolate Fireguard. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll get back to it.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to send your missus a text or somehow contact your missus and say, will you just strap him down in front of the telly and put DS9
Yeah,
on?
but I've got all my builds to catch up with, and if I'm sitting there binge watching stuff, then I'm gonna not be building, am I?
Graham's asking if Ted's drunk tonight. No more than normal, I don't think.
No. Yeah, I've never drunk live on air. Just drunk when it's recording.
But the thing is, have you got your little checkers on or off, Ted? We don't know if you're on duty or not.
Yeah, that's it. I've got the eModels t-shirt on, so I'm on duty. Where are we going? DS9.
Donald McKenzie says DS9 is getting re-released this year. How do you mean re-released?
It's getting rebooted, in it with new characters?
Not DS9.
Don't think
Ain't
so.
it? I don't
There's a new Star Trek series being done with Captain Pike and that in it.
There's been an ongoing campaign to get DS9 remastered in high def, but that'll probably never happen because there's no desire. They did Next Generation, but they never did DS9 because there's no real money behind it. Unless they just mean they're re-releasing it on Blu-ray or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Could be.
Well, William Rayburn thinks I'm awesome. Thanks, William. Yes.
I think someone in the chat might be drunk.
That is awesome.
So what's in store today, says Paul? Another 10 minutes, Paul, and we'll get round
Yeah,
to
it is my what's in store, but I haven't done it.
Ah.
Oh, I see. Donald McKenzie clarifies. He means the model of Deep Space Nine is being repopped. He doesn't mean the
right.
TV. He means the actual physical.
Oh, the physical release of a plasticky, yeah.
Yeah, I actually made that model many years ago. It's actually massive and it's a really good model. It's dead simple, but it's quite cool looking. I did wonder what you meant. We thought you meant the TV series.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I never watched it myself. So I'm a bit like you, Colin.
Scale Model Chaos says, Ted just has a little nip to keep warm. His family wish he would cut down on the nips and just turn the heating on.
Yeah, I'm all right. Can we turn the fire down? Can we turn the fire on? I'm warm enough, thanks. Leave it. Yeah.
Put another jumper on.
Toasty warm.
Oh, so, yeah, we're back to the bottom of the chat again. So yeah, hurry up, people. Keep us going. Oh, we've got another half an hour. We've got another half hour to kill yet. I think, yeah. So yeah, keep it going. What else has been happening this week in your life, or on your bottle bench, things like that? So where were we? I know ex-coppers like to have a wee drink. Codeine. No, all right, whatever.
Dave Cardboard says, "Why do all sci-fi shows have a comedy sidekick?"
You didn't want to have that up there yet, Ted. Fox, rather.
No. I was just sorting it out, and then I forgot it would actually appear straight away.
And now you're going to drop out. You know that. But
yeah, probably.
It's going to happen, isn't it? How long do we give him?
Everyone's got a modelling question about what's the best colour to paint the interior of a World War II US Navy aircraft.
There's an interesting question, actually, because I I read about this. I could be wrong, but I was reading about zinc chromate, and apparently, we often see aircraft with green interiors, like green cockpits and like the walkways and stuff, because it wasn't painted. It was actually, the metal was coated and unpainted, but coated in zinc chromate. And apparently, zinc chromate was originally a yellowy colour. And if you get the Ammo by Mig zinc, I think it's Ammo by Mig zinc chromate colour, it's actually a yellowy tone. And I got it and I was like, why is that yellow? That doesn't seem right, because I'm used to it being green. So I did some research, and apparently in the early days it was a yellow colour, but they changed it to green and sometimes blue to make it more pleasing for the crew, the air crew.
That would fit actually, because when I was building submarines, real submarines, that in the tanks everything was painted with chromate first before it had the top colour put on, and it was actually yellow. There was a yellow chromate.
Because the chromate itself isn't actually a paint; it's just a coating. And I think it was an anti-rust coating, but also an anti-glare coating for the crew inside, because so they weren't looking at just bare reflective metal. But because I got this bottle, I was like, that's not the right colour, because I painted something like, that's not the right colour. But I did some research, and it was originally a yellowy colour, mustardy yellow, but they then changed it to green. I don't think the pilots liked it. Apparently, they didn't like this yellowy colour. It was a bit stressful, and they found the green was more relaxing and calming. And I think it may have been changed to blue as well. But then there's probably other aircraft with painted cockpits. But if you want to go for that proper zinc chromate look, it's traditionally yellow or green.
Donald McKenzie says chromate is definitely yellow, and on submarines is very nasty.
Told you.
Yeah, I was nowhere near the guest tonight. I was saying it was gone an hour ago.
Every time I sort out the screen share for the...
Told you that was going to happen. Knew it was going to happen. Dave Cardboard says, don't. If you're getting a zinc chromate wars, you'll be disappearing down the Dunkelgill rabbit hole. Is it the same sort of thing? Is it... I get very cross about it. And,
Yep. I mean, basically, as long it doesn't really matter unless you're trying to be super, super accurate. Just go for a light greeny yellow, mustardy yellow. It's like a bit like Tamiya yellow green, which is kind of a zinc chromate yellow green colour, or a light green colour that's... I haven't really got the thing here that's the kind of colour. That kind of green, to be perfectly honest. As long as you're using that as a base coat with a wash over it and then some highlights, it's that kind of light green colour. It doesn't, I mean, like I say, unless you're going to be like making a model for a museum.
Again, if it's the interior, how much of it are you going to see?
Yeah. So, I mean, I would just look for reference. The best thing you can ever do is look for reference pictures online of the thing you're painting.
Yeah, but they'll all be black and white. That won't help.
Well, not always. Not always. Just have a look and see, and if you because if you see some aircraft with a yellow cockpit, do it yellow. If you see them with green, because at least you can say I painted it to like that one there, and there's the picture. There you go. Shut up. Yep. And at the end of the day, if you do get a rivet counter hassling you, just slap them and tell them to go away.
Teeks is here. Evening. Good evening, TK.
Hi, Teeks.
Hello, Cheeks. All right, mate.
Tell me a cockpit green, says Andrew Preston. All right. Shall we go and do what's in store? It might be a little bit early.
But do a zinc chromate colour, but it's the yellow side of the colour. There is actually, there's two colours you might want to use. One is the Ammo by Mig zinc chromate, which is yellow. They also do APC interior green. I think it's called that, which is meant for like inside armoured vehicles, but it kind of looks like green zinc chromate. So there you go.
Cool.
Yes, Graham confirms that yellow on every ship he's worked on. So yeah, I was right. It was yellow. I could just imagine it. It's probably an idea to go, especially with the established model kit makers, Tamiya and Airfix, things like that, when they recommend a colour in the colour call out, it's usually going to be fairly accurate. And they've done some research in it. So,
Yeah, they're not just going to make it up, are they?
Yeah, that's nothing. Anyway, everybody's asking about what's in store, so I think we could go there for do another what's in store.
Tim Young has already guessed. He says what's in store, but it's just interior green paints, and with a yellow. No, it's not.
Yeah, Dulux. Pastel shades from 1983.
Absolutely. Right, yes, I shall go across and do my what's in store tonight. I say my what's in store, but it's not really my what's in store. This is one that I've been bullied into doing by my wife.
Oh, hello.
So some of them are my suggestions, some of them are her suggestions. The overall theme is her suggestion, so I can't be blamed for that in the slightest. It's not my fault.
Did you just rustle the paper and say, yes, dear?
Yes, dear. The first one we have is... I won't bother doing the whole grab and drag forward and what's it, because it's to win a grand total of nothing this week, so it's not terribly important. Unless you really want a big bag of
We need people to
nothing.
be annoyed when they try and guess and don't get your guess right. People like the frustration of trying to guess your themes.
Yeah, what we should do is not tell people at the start whether it's something to win or not. We'll tell them at the end when they've guessed or haven't guessed. Yeah, and the answer is
yeah, but then we'd be accused of making it a prize when it's someone we like or something, and yeah. Right, the first one of my... Well, I've got 6 things in this week's What's in Store. We have
this one.
the Rodent 172nd Vomeg 7 or 660. I don't think it's 7 or 660. I think it's 7 OR 660.
I think that looks mint.
It's like a souped up school bus type something.
It's like the bonnet's too long and there's too many wheels and it goes on for too long, but it's brilliant.
I mean, the front bit is just a traditional American big rig truck, isn't it?
Well, sort of, with a German twist.
That looks like the length of bus, where the front of the bus is at one bus stop and the back of the bus is at another bus stop.
Yeah, just get on and move to the front, and then get off.
Yes, so you never miss the bus.
Oh, yeah. You want a thing on the back of it saying, the kids on this bus are slow.
So that's that. I don't have any more information other than, the thing. It's 1/72nd scale. It's one of them. It's a plastic model kit. So
it'll be quite. It won't be exactly a tiny kit. It's 1/72nd, but it'll be a bit of a lengthy size because it's such a long.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other pictures other than the box art. So yeah, if you do buy it and build it, we'd be interested in seeing some pictures of it because it looks quite interesting.
I'm going to guess it's a pre-war German civilian bus of some sort.
Why is there a picture of a pigeon in it?
Pigeons not included.
Pigeons,
yeah. You have to buy your own pigeons separately.
You can
buy pigeons from eModels.
I don't know if they're on 72nd.
I love the fact they've done it at a jaunty angle because how the hell else would you fit it on the box art?
Yes. So that's the first one. The second one is a bit more up to date. It's the Hasegawa 124th Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4 from 1997. Estimated number of parts 117. Doesn't sound like much of an estimate, really. That sounds like a count. I don't know.
See, I have a question here. And when you get it contains about so many parts or estimated number of parts, how can they not know exactly how many parts are on the kit they've just made?
You wouldn't estimate 117 either, would you? You'd estimate 110, 115, 120 maybe.
They've just spent hundreds of thousands of pounds designing the sprues for the model. They know how many parts. Why not just say contains 170 parts?
I can only assume that they're wondering, does this count as 2 parts or is it only 1? Or I don't know.
Always confuses me.
So you can see the phone call from, hello, marketing department here. How many parts has this kit got? What do you mean you don't know? You haven't counted it. Yeah, right. So we'll just make it up. Okay, thanks, bye.
Yeah, does the decal sheet count as a part?
It's like on some people it says contains over 200 parts. It's like, what is that? What 201? 798? That's
mate.
Just tell me how many parts there are.
Yeah. So that's the second item, the Hasegawa 124th Mitsubishi Lancer.
William Rayborn says, I need that. I have a laser. I think you misspelled that.
Look, maybe not all the parts are used, says people. Maybe it has.
But it still
optional
contains
parts.
that many parts. It still contains that many
Ah,
parts.
could be. Third item. Obviously, the third item's the one everyone has to buy. It's the Maverick Scout RTR Rock Crawler.
Now,
It's
somebody
RC.
did mention RC cars earlier on.
It goes over rocks. Look at the suspension on that. That's just lovely, isn't it?
Look at the shocks on that. Whoa.
You'd need a step ladder to get into it, but apart from that,
Well, only if you're like an inch tall.
well, in the real world thing, I'm sure it's based on a real world thing because that's just mental.
Yeah, people may not realise that eModels are a big RC stockist. So if you're into your RC stuff, do look up their RC section. They do have a massive stock of all kinds of, not just hobby grade, but proper collector grade and everything. All different grades of race grade RC stuff. Do check them out. Not just toy grade.
Rocks.
Look at that. My Land Rover could do that.
Quite articulate.
More or less. Well, it did once when I went through my local shopping centre and hit a foot high curb by mistake.
When you went through your local shopping centre, I
went to park in my local. What do you call it? Where you got industrial park thing with all the shops like B&Q and stuff and Home Base.
Ah, right, okay. I just had visions of you driving through a shopping centre, but
Yeah, are you went to a ramrod here or what?
No, yeah. And I went over. I went to park it in the car park, but I didn't see a curb and hit this curb, which was about a foot high, and my Land Rover just went like that, no problem. I mean, I bounced my head off the roof and gouged my head open on the metal trim, but the car was fine.
oh dear. Yes, so that is available. I don't know if it comes with all the RC stuff you need for it. I don't know. They don't say.
They usually don't. If when you buy
they come with all the bits in the pictures, but not the hand controller.
Yeah.
It does contain the battery and a trickle charger. Transmitter and receiver. So it probably does.
Yeah, it's not a proper racing grade kit. It's
it's a fun kit.
Yeah. Fun
The fourth item today is the Tamiya 1350 HMS King George V.
God bless him and all who sail in him.
It's a big boat. Ted likes
You
big
cannot
boats.
lie.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't recall the history of the King George.
You should, Ted. You should know all of it. How can you not remember?
I can't remember what happened to King George V. It's in the back of my mind somewhere. Somebody in chat will tell us. They'll know about King George V and its battle honours and things like that. But I'm thinking Bismarck or something like that. I can't quite. I know it's not Prince of Wales.
Yeah, Bismarck was Prince of Wales, wasn't it? No, was that Tirpitz, the Prince of Wales?
No, Prince of Wales was the one that was sunk off Singapore or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the famous one that did battle with the Bismarck then?
There was a
HMS
whole,
Hood, wouldn't
I know but there's one that everybody iconically remembers about Bismarck.
HMS Hood, wouldn't it?
Oh, it's Hood, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Hood was sunk by Bismarck, wasn't it? But
And what was the one with the Tirpitz then? There's always like the iconic ship that fought the big German ship, and then you forget all the other ones that were involved.
Stuart Tucker always wanted a battleship. There you are, Stuart. Get the Tamiya 1350 King George.
Chris, just drag it to slot number 3. Quick, just drag it across.
King George.
Oh look, it's the third one. You have to buy it now.
Yeah. Michael Jackson, there it is. King George V sank with Bismarck with Rodney.
There you go, Rodney.
Yeah, Del Boy was in there as well somewhere.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Revels 148th Eurofighter Typhoon Baron Spirit. I like the paint job on this. It looks cool.
Baron Spirit. That's
I don't know what's special about it being a Baron Spirit, but it's a level 5 Revel, so it's quite 270 something parts, 228 parts. But yeah, the Eurofighters are always a nice looking plane, and I like the paint job on that.
Has it got like shiny silver bits on it on that paint job?
Yeah.
The nose cone looks shiny silver, but I don't think anything else is like grey, black, red, and white.
The stripes that go over the back of the centre fuselage, they kind of look like the shiny metal, unless it's just the way I'm looking at it.
Don't know. I think they're just grey by the looks of it, but I don't know. Can't tell. But
cool.
It looks like a nice fun kit. I've never been sure about these little the nose tailplane things.
Canards. Are they canards?
Don't know.
Canards.
Yeah, the Typhoon has them. Yeah,
They always look a bit strange to me.
Yeah, so it's fly by wire, isn't it? The Typhoon. Apparently, if it wasn't computer controlled, it would just just wouldn't fly.
Yeah, I think the pilots have said that you couldn't fly it if it didn't have all the
Yeah.
automated stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody in chat can confirm. I think they are called canards, but I could be wrong. And I think canards might be fixed, and they're obviously flippy flappy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
Colin's using finger words.
Oh,
hello.
I asked the question, but you was all ignoring me, so I thought I'd type it in the chat. It was the easiest option. Yeah.
Which one were you talking about, Colin? Was it?
That plane, was it a commemoration?
Oh, this one?
For the Baron, yeah, but you was just like...
I don't know what. I don't know.
Who's
Yeah.
Baron?
You can't recall
Yeah,
seeing
some Baron bloke.
People are saying
bloke.
canards, yeah. Flappy bits, says Teeks. Yeah, that's what I call them.
Canards. Yeah, I knew a
Yeah.
thing about planes, even though I know nothing about planes.
The last one tonight, we have the Foxx.
Look at that. Look at that. There's Orc plane, Carl.
From
plane.
Edward 172nd. Foxx limited edition. Dual combo, so you get both of them.
Carl, checker pattern. It's cork. It's Orc.
Think
I
how
wonder
much
if you-
fun Foxx
yeah.
would have painting that checkerboard.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Here with us, Carl.
Paint the
I
spots
am,
in.
mate. I'm looking at it on there 'cause the camera's in the way on there. So I'm watching it on that screen so I can see what the checkerboard was.
I reckon you could get that, paint it up because it's checkers, it's all. Put a load of extra Baneblade guns on it, done. There you go.
You are trying to lure me into that big hole.
I'm
again,
not
aren't you?
trying. I'm definitely succeeding.
Yeah, definitely a big hole you're being lured into. So that is the last one tonight. I'll nip back through them again quickly. As I say, it's not my what's in store. I'm merely presenting it. We have the Roden 172nd Vomag 7 OR 660. The Hasegawa 124th Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4. The Tamiya 1350 HMS King George V.
God bless him, not
I
Ellen.
know
Yeah,
what it
I
is.
think it's just come to. I think it's just come to me what they
The Maverick Scout RTR Rock Crawler. The Revel 145th 148th Eurofighter Typhoon Baron Spirit Edition. And the Edward 172nd Foxx. So let me.
Then again,
Do that.
I've just lost. Yeah,
I'll come back over here.
Yeah.
I shall
That's
say.
the best one.
What is the
You get them
theme?
and you-
Go. Now you can talk. Go on.
Ted, you didn't do the thing when he said go.
Go. What's the theme? Go. What's the theme?
Ted nearly threw the hammer across the room by accident there. Wait.
Lord
Ding
Bartley says it's a
smash.
chef's plane. It does
Quite a
look
bit.
like a chef's plane, yeah.
Oh, I see chefs playing because the black and white checker
Yeah.
like the trousers.
It does
Why
look
do
like
chefs wear black and white trousers, checker trousers?
Because otherwise they get arrested.
Oh.
And there's lots of hot fat splashing around. You've got to wear something.
It just shows when they're on or off duty.
Dave Cardboard says, never mind the checkers, the spots and worms on the wings scare me. They're probably decals.
42,
World War
42,
One
Red
aircraft,
Baron,
Top
Germany
Gun.
Kings, Top Gun, no theme, Red Baron. No,
Baron.
no, and no. Also no to
Royalty.
royalty. Also no to modes of transport. No to rat as well. Still no royalty. Royalty.
So
free.
Lewis, a sponge cake, and now I want sponge cake.
Oh, there's another sponge cake.
Cheese and onion, says Scaly Models. No, still not correct. See, we can blame my wife if I get this wrong.
Cheese and onion
Nobody gets
sponge.
Zinc chromate. No, it's not zinc chromate.
Sponge.
I can tell you that it's probably even more tenuous than I normally go.
Twiglet.
Pineapple, says
Right.
William Wavell. I get the impression people are not
Burns.
going to get it.
We obviously all three of us have had a chance to look at these links for a little while because Chris did these at least 5 minutes before we went live, so we've had some time and we haven't got them. So you may have beaten us.
It's not red,
Gemma.
it's not knights, it's not medieval, no. It's not biplane aircraft.
Go through them again. Can you go through them again, Chris, just to refresh?
The things I shall bring
Yeah.
myself back up. There we go.
So what have we got? We've got Big Long Buzz,
Rodent rats.
Oscar Mitsubishi Lancer, King George, Rock Crawler, Maverick, Typhoon.
Chris, if
Gemma
you
says,
could
Chris,
double-
if you stuck with my ideas, they've got it. I had to change a couple of them, and no.
Yeah,
There was
did actually
reasons
have
for
to-
changing a couple of them. I'll tell you, it's in the descriptions. It's not in the pictures or the things. It is all about words.
So you need to zoom in on the screen.
It's all words.
Yes, we had
so-
to change a couple, Gemma, because of various reasons. We couldn't show them products on screen, unfortunately.
Scouting, Trump's children,
I'd rather not think about Trump's children.
transportation, Top Gun.
I think you need to hang on the screen long enough to see the words on the screen.
No, I'm just going through them and keep going through them. It's
Oh, they don't want to
literally
just- they don't want
words
to
in
just-
description. It's not even not in the description details or anything. It's the actual title here.
Oh, okay.
This is what you need to be looking at. So, plastic models, transportation, Top Gun. It's just as well. It's for winning nothing, isn't it? So,
Yeah. Today you were going to win a £500 Dora kit, but no, nobody's got it, so never mind. We're giving away a Bandai Perfect Grade Millennium Falcon, whoever gets it first. Actually, we're not going to. Never mind, though. I was going to say, because you've got
Weapons.
Lancer, and I shouldn't be answering, should I? Shut up.
I think I'll throw it open to the crew. You can answer if you like.
I was going to say, there's like King George and then Lancer, and I thought, well, Lancers and Kings and Medieval, that's why people said knights and medieval.
Adam, the
I
raging
think those
modeler,
matches.
the raging
Well, it was
modeler has it
chess
correct.
pieces or something
Well,
like
well
that.
done, Adam. Correct with names.
Eh?
No.
Names is the
Names.
correct answer. It's the first time I've seen names come up as an answer.
George,
So,
yeah.
well done.
Hang on, wait, go through.
Yeah,
Okay,
Rob.
I'll go through. We've got Rod.
Oh,
We've got Lance.
God, Ted, look at the post-it, mate. That's what I had.
Oh, says Ted.
Rod,
really, I
Lance,
just caught sight of the post.
Menu disagreement. George,
George,
Lance. Yeah.
Rick,
Now it makes
Rick.
sense. George.
Baron,
Baron.
and finally, obviously,
Edward.
Edward.
Ron. Edward.
When the first one, I thought road and rat.
So yes,
Yeah.
there we have it.
There you
Not
go.
my fault. All complaints to Gemma Williams in the chat, and yeah, there you
Raging
go.
Modeler will send your 1/35th scale Dora in the post. Never.
Normal service will resume next week, folks, because it's mine.
Yeah.
Well, actually, having said that, seeing as Gemma chose it this week, I think Chris's turn next week.
No, I think
Yeah,
it's still
Good shout, folks.
Yeah, because he's not had his turn yet.
no, because I had to
I
do
like
half of
these.
these. I had a list of
I
names
get
here
it.
that I use most of, but I did have to put some of my own in.
Yeah, I see, because you didn't actually.
I
Oh.
to pick them, so yeah, it must be today.
Yeah,
I think
you're
we'll
right.
we'll leave the decision to Ted as the master of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're the
I
chairman of
think-
the committee. Is this
I
a ding moment, Ted?
Yeah, I think we should put it to the vote. So would suggest it's 3-1 to
3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to do
Yeah.
your ding, mate? So
Yeah.
that we pass
ding.
this motion.
There you go. Motion passed.
Motion passed. It's Chris next week then.
Committee has decided.
Hey,
Look at him. He's got his lip out and he's like,
The decision of the committee.
okay.
we're
Next
up
week
with-
I shall do one of my own. That means it's for a mug though, so you got to really get your thinking hats on.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It ties in quite well then, doesn't it? Because
Right.
It's been taken down in the minutes. It's been minuted. So once
yeah,
it's-
well done, Ted.
yeah.
Right, bring in the little triangle sandwiches. Beer and
Chris is
sandwiches.
like-
Committee meeting. Most important part of a committee meeting. Beer and sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Do you know, I used to be a union rep at the very end of the era when a union meeting involved beer and sandwiches.
Yeah, we used to have our shop meetings on a Friday.
Yep. In the pub.
Yeah, transport and general workers. Yeah.
Yep. Mine was the communication workers union for a while, but before that
Yes,
was
you was an FOC as well then, Father of the Chapel.
Oh yeah. Well, it was CWU when I was working in telecoms, but when I was working at the Diving Standards Agency, I can't remember whether it was the.
Yeah.
I don't know what
TGW.
any of these things mean.
Yeah, it was back in the days when unions, before their authority in the workplace was reeled in
Yeah.
a bit. You
Yeah,
know.
It was back in the day when you could have worked in an office for 2 weeks, but if you were the union rep, you would terrify the upper management.
yeah.
And I was everybody's mate because at one point I had to sit there and say, right, the temperature of this office is 15 degrees. We're all going home.
Yeah.
Because 16 degrees in the civil service, that was the minimum temperature of an office. And I was like, right, everybody out. See ya.
Yeah.
The managers were like,
2 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, you fancied an early finish, right? Uni meeting.
Yeah, but what we used to do was we used to have like the windows at the back of the office where there were no radiators. We put the thermometer against the glass window. 6 floors up.
So the chill blows in. It's like
6 floors up, window open, no radiators down the end. It was quite often we had to send them home because it was too cold.
When I was a proud member of the EETPU, I had to carry your card with you at all times just in case you had to. I could see.
Oh yeah, you used to have your union book in your work bag, like.
Yeah, had all the rules in as well. Things you couldn't do. Consult.
You used to ring up your local union office to speak to the head honcho down there. We've got a bit of a problem here today, mate. Right, I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
There was a whole section in your little red Chairman Mao's book about why the triangle sandwiches had to be triangular and not half sandwiches. We used to call it our little red book.
Yeah, it was. But it wasn't that long ago, really, when you think about it.
Like it kind of faded away in the mid-90s.
I can remember my brother and dad falling out over the print workers' strike because my brother was in the NGA and my dad was in SOGAT 82. And the print people were crossing the SOGAT picking line because they weren't on strike. But in the end, they came out in support. But family dinner time was an event because you had two opposing sides of the argument at the table.
Yeah. Me
Donald...
and my dad were in the same union, but he was a plumber. So how the heck we tied him? Because it was the Electrical, Electronic, Telecommunication and Plumbers Union.
Yeah.
What if the plumbers had nowhere else to go? Perhaps they couldn't.
No one else wanted them, did they? So they had to go with you lot. Although they'd have been in the TGW, Transport and General Workers,
Yeah, because you've got transport and then anybody else, basically. The DW bit is anybody.
Absolutely, mate.
Oh, yeah, I'm a tea lady. There you go, general worker. There you go, you're in, love.
Well, yeah, because the man, like Dave says, yeah, can I come to work today? Sorry, mate. Union says no.
Yep.
Are you going to try and share a screen again, Fox, or should I?
Yes, I will. I will give it a go, and if I fall out, it's just comedy lulls for the guys.
Got the thing, didn't we?
We have a
Let
thing.
me try, shall we? Do a bit of this.
Do you want me to load it up on mine just in case?
You can do.
He's already got it though, so there we go.
I've got it there. We have.
Won't bother him.
Right. So I know what I haven't loaded. Hang on. Last week's video. I always do this. Don't look on me yet. Then hang on. Let me just.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting there waiting. Now you put it on the thing.
Right. I've got to. Do you know? Every time I do this.
While you're doing that, I might as well go up here and do this and do the things.
You do the T's and C's.
Last week we gave a thing away. Well, we set up the competition to give away a thing. I don't remember what it was.
It was the Blackburn book. Oh, I forgot to tell you, by the way, Chris. Mama Fox said that she didn't care who was on tonight. Your hat was her favourite. And you haven't even worn a hat.
I did that specially to win without a hat because I don't know, but yeah. I'll find a hat for next week. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Yes, we're giving away a thing from last week. You've still got a chance if you want to nip across to the YouTube video of last week's and put a comment in. We were asking for team names for something like Scrap Heap Challenge type. If we became a team, what would our team name or team motto be? But keep it clean because we might be putting them up on the telly box now. So you've still got a couple of minutes to do that while Fox is loading himself up and getting himself ready.
I'm done.
You've got about 20 seconds now.
Yeah, what name did we get, by the way? Did we get lots?
There was a few. I did see that there were some.
Yeah, 25 comments so far. Now, until I load the comments into the YouTube random comment picker that picks YouTube comments randomly at random from YouTube, where it picks the comments from. You've got until then to put your. So if you haven't put a comment in last week's video on the 22nd of February, put a comment in.
I'm just trying to find out what was in last week's chat. I can't find it. Hang on.
But we asked for team names. We've got. Let's have a look and see. Stewpot says the Banana Bunch. Great night as always. William Rayborn says team name. Wait, what are we doing?
Sounds about right. Yep.
Raging Modeler says team name 6 episodes or why is all the gin gone? Red Lens says the eModels mugs. I think we're coming up with a name for our team. I've forgotten what it was now.
Yeah, we were talking about
says
scrap heap
Michael-
challenge and that sort of thing.
Oh,
So
that's right.
if we joined a sort of team or group or whatever, what would we call ourselves?
It's not, or went on Scrap Heap Challenge. Yeah,
That's
we
it.
could have we could be called the Slappy Tons.
Yeah.
Slappy Toms, the Dunkelgelders, says Michael Jackerman.
And
Scale Modelling
Andy
Chaos. Sorry, go on, mate.
Andy M says the Crankies.
The Crangies. The Bane Bladers, says Panzer. That's only me and Cole and Ted. That was all of us. Yeah, we've all done Bane
Yeah,
Blades.
all done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaos says your team name would be 3 Men and a Fox.
Lord Barkley says team name will be. Oh wait, we haven't thought of a question for the competition.
Paul Horner says drastic plastic.
Yeah. The Nub Nibblers, says Clarky.
Yeah, Panzer Kong says the Bane Bladers.
Yeah, he said that twice apparently.
Ted did a festa.
Oh look, there's one for you, Colin. Commanders.
All right, I'm going to have a go at this. Flagstank Knop Pollering Smedal.
Oh, I know what
go.
that means. That's the thing about a special polish for doing your flagpole knob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flagpole knob, yeah. Dan Kramer says the eModel lugs, the eModels lugs, the eModels lugs, eModels lugs. Anyway, yes, so there we go. So that's lots of comments there. So you've still got a few seconds. I'll obviously leave it on this picture of Chris with his delightful hat. Because, like I said, Mama Fox says her favourite tonight was Chris's hat, and he hasn't even worn a hat.
That transparent hat, isn't it?
I want to see if there's more than 25 comments now when we go to it.
Well, we'll find
See
out.
how
when
many
we go in.
last minute
Let's
people
have
we
a
had.
look. And you're playing for the Airfix 172nd Blackburn Buccaneer S2B RAF. There you go, lovely. So let's find out. There's an advert. That woman scares me. I don't want to look at her anymore. So we'll put the URL in here, and we shall load everything. 31. We've had a couple in the last few moments.
Six of you have been late.
But if you've not put your comment in now, you're SOL. There you go. Oh, well, I can't show that. Steady Neris.
Is that looking at your YouTube search history?
No, it's just crappy adverts.
Yeah, busted.
No, I don't. It's the problem of I can't have the ad blocker on while I'm doing streaming, but if I don't have the ad blocker on, you get all these adverts all over stuff. It's like, it's the downside of these comment pickers, you see. Right, are we ready?
Yeah,
but
click
the adverts are usually based on the YouTube streaming. Though.
They're not. They're just complete.
Because it's funny, we've not had that issue when we've done this. Have we?
No, I
I
don't know.
think.
It's strange that. Yeah.
If that was the case, why would I have Monopoly there for crying out loud?
Well, we don't know, Fox.
Anyway, it
Click
can't
the
see
start
inside.
button.
It can't get that kind of data from me because it can't see inside my accounts folder anyway. Anyway, let's pick a random winner from those 31 comments. Ready? In fact, we've taken so long. Let's load it again just to be.
Yeah. Say when I'll ding the ding.
Still 31. Are you ready? 3, a 2, a 1. Edward Leonard says, "Team, I don't know."
I don't know.
Yeah.
Get in
I
there.
know. So there you go, Edward Leonard. Well done. You have won yourself an Airfix 172nd Blackburn Buccaneer S2B RAF. Thank you very much.
Hashtag
Happy days,
06022.
Yeah.
Well done, Edward, mate.
Yeah, so what you need to do is you see that email address on the top left, ted@emodels.co.uk. Send an email with your name, your address, your phone number, just in case the courier needs it. And include that hashtag number, hashtag 06022, just in the title so James knows what the kit is. We'll forward that on to James, mate, for you, and he'll get it sent off to you. Now, please do keep in mind, of course, you're outside the UK, so it might take a while to get to you, what with the world being on fire and Brexit and everything else, and imports taking longer because of quarantine and stuff. Please allow a lot longer than you normally would for it to arrive. It might take a while to get to you, but it'll get sent off to you, don't worry. You will receive it eventually.
Congratulations, mate.
So there you go. 06022 is the one you want. I'll leave it on screen for a little longer, and it's gone.
Yeah, well done.
So there you go.
Happy
Lovely
days,
jubbly, well done,
Vincent.
Edward.
Yeah.
And you can build it, and you can take photographs of it with your squishes in the background.
Yeah, and then you can send the pictures to the eModels Facebook page. Put them on there.
Because Edward's our friend with the squishies.
Yeah. LOL, I never win anything, says everybody. Yeah, but
Yeah.
there you go.
You have now.
That's the fish time.
Absolutely, mate.
Well,
And evening
you
Vince,
can
Vince has
pass
popped
it
in
to
the
yourself,
chat.
Fox. There you go.
Hey?
You can pass it to yourself.
Yeah.
If jellyfish made a noise, they'd make that noise. If they went past.
Shark.
I think they make the Jetsons car noise, but there you go.
Shark.
Submarine.
I thought a submarine just be like that. They don't go along with a periscope up all the time.
Well, I didn't see where they're going.
Really short giraffe.
Oh, let's get to that time.
We're doing that again, aren't we?
Upside down finger bob.
We're all just sitting here quietly trying to think of the next one now, aren't we?
There's Sooty with no clothes on.
Hey,
And he's got
Foxfish.
arms, hasn't he? He's got a head as well as 2 arms.
and you need arms.
Oh,
Right.
Face
I'm gonna
hugger.
call-
Ah,
Are we done? Can we go home now?
no, never done.
I think we're about done. Yes.
We're about done.
Yeah, we've had enough tonight. Yes, because we're getting old and
Now, Edward Leonard in chat says squish.
Squish.
Squish. For those that don't know, Edward's got jellies. He's got a collection of jellies in a tank, and they're brilliant. And they just go like that, and that's all they do, and they're fantastic, and we love them.
When he says jellies, he means jellies like jellyfish jellies, not
Yeah,
not like
jellyfish, yeah, sea jellies.
not Haribo or
Jelly
something like that.
babies, you know.
It's not. No.
well, Haribo. Yeah, Haribo.
Yeah. But every time Edward comes into one of our chats on one of our streams, we're just there going squishy, 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 because they're squishies. Shut up! I like them. They're brilliant.
Anyway, I think we're done for tonight, or as much as we can be, because it gets
You
exhausting.
can tell.
As you get older, doing live streams, it gets a bit exhausting. Yeah, that's why we when we originally started, we used to do like 2 hours, but it's down to an hour and a half.
It
now.
wasn't this exhausting last week when Foxx wasn't here.
It wasn't.
No, it's hard work.
Yeah,
I think it is. It's the constant.
mentally exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to turn the lights out and lie down for a bit before I go downstairs.
But it's like you said at the beginning, the beauty of having him back is us three have had a good rest tonight. I mean, my jaw muscles are doing well.
Yeah. Anyway, we shall depart for this evening, and we'd like to thank you all once again very much for dropping in and being with us and supporting us. But now it's time to say good night, and we shall leave you tonight. We shall leave you tonight in the style of Tales of the Unexpected Dancing Girls. So good night, everybody.
I thought you were going to take your shirt off for a minute.
I thought you was going to do a bing of goodbye-ness.
No.
Oh no, that's the in a different scene, isn't it? That's not that.
How are you going to press the buttons at the same time?
I'm not going to press the button, so I'm just going to keep going for a long while. tonight.
Down.